Okay guys, we're gonna start our dear Mr. DJ program proper. Welcome po sa lahat ng pumasok sa aking live stream. Thank you for joining me. Dear Mr. DJ is all about love letter. Yes, here we are reading the love story of our letter sender whom they sent to us regarding the love story of their life. Yan. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakalam, yun po ang tema ng aking programa. Ayan, sinulan na ang ating background music. Okay, let's go guys. Our letter came from the name Daniel. Yan. So tara, basahin natin yung kanya. Let's read his story. Dear Mr. DJ, I've listened to your program for as long as I can remember, and it's always been my little escape. A place where love stories unfold and hearts find a voice. Today I've decided to share mine in the hopes that someone out there might see a little piece of themselves in it. My name is Daniel, and this is a story about second chances and the possibility of maybe this time. It started over a decade ago when I was fresh out of college. Her name was Claire, and she was my best friend's younger sister. She had this incredible way of making everything seem brighter, like the world had more color just because she was in it. We spent one unforgettable summer together, attending barbecues, hiking, and staying up late talking about life. Somewhere between those moments, I fell in love with her. But life wasn't as simple as youthful dreams. I was offered a job opportunity in another city, a once-in-a-lifetime chance to build my career. I hesitated, torn between my feelings for Claire and my future. I never told her how I felt. Instead, I left with a promise to myself, if it was meant to be, we'd find our way back to each other. Years went by. I immersed myself in work, building the life I'd dreamed of, but something always felt incomplete. I tried dating, but no one ever quite measured up to her. I thought of her often, wondering if she'd found someone who could give her the love she deserved. I even found myself driving past her family home on holidays, hoping for a glimpse of her, but it always seemed like she was just out of reach. Then a few months ago, fate intervened. I attended a high school reunion with my best friend, and there she was, Claire. She looked just as radiant as I remembered, her smile lighting up the room. My heart raced as she approached me, and when she said, "It's been a long time, Daniel," it felt like no time had passed at all. We spent the evening catching up, sharing stories about where life had taken us. She told me about her job as a teacher, her love for gardening, and her recent decision to move back to our hometown. I told her about my career, my travels, and the empty space in my heart that no success could ever fill. The connection we had all those years was still there, but now it felt deeper, more grounded in the people we'd become. As the night went on, I found myself wondering if this was our second chance. But then, the twist I wasn't expecting came. Claire mentioned that she had been married. Her marriage had ended a year ago, and though she didn't go into details, I could sense the pain behind her words. It broke my heart to think of her going through something so difficult, but it was also made me realize that maybe this was the universe's way of giving us a clean slate. We parted ways that evening with a promise to meet again soon. And we did. We started spending more time together, reminiscing about the past, but also creating new memories. I began to see her not just as a girl I once loved, but as the strong, resilient woman she had become. Every moment we shared felt like a gift, like life was giving us a second chance to get it right. But here's where my hesitation comes, Mr. DJ. What if it's too late? What if the love we once had isn't enough to bridge the years that have passed? What if we're just clinging to a beautiful memory? Mr. DJ, I don't know what the future holds for Claire and me. Maybe this time the timing will be right. Maybe this time we'll be brave enough to take the leap we are too afraid to take all those years. Or maybe we're simply meant to remind each other of the beauty of what once was, and the strength it takes to move forward. For now, I am taking things one step at a time, grateful for the chance to reconnect with someone who's always held a special place in my heart. I've learned that life doesn't always give us do-overs. But when it does, we owe it to ourselves to see where the road might lead. Thank you for letting me share my story, Mr. DJ, and to anyone listening tonight. I hope this reminds you that love, no matter how long it began, it has a way of finding its way back when the time is right. Sincerely, Daniel. Okay guys, that is the story tonight sa ating programang Dear Mr. DJ. Bigyan natin siya ng konting payo man lang. At least, para medyo gumaan yung kanyang pakiramdam. Dear Daniel, sinulat na po yung aking payo para sa kanya para hindi na ako kumain ng masyadong maraming oras. Dear Daniel, thank you for sharing such a heartfelt and beautiful written story. It takes courage to revisit emotions and memories that live stayed with you for so many years. Your story is a reminder of the power of love and the hope that second chances bring. Let me offer some thoughts and advice, for you and for the listeners tuning in tonight. First and foremost, Daniel, your story shows us the importance of timing in love. Love isn't just about feelings. It's about circumstances aligning in a way that allows two people to truly come together. Years ago, you and Claire were in different phases of life. And though your love was real, the timing simply wasn't right. Now, life has brought you back together, perhaps with the wisdom and maturity you both needed to appreciate what you had. But let me address your hesitation. The fear of whether it's too late. The truth is, love isn't bound by time. It's not about the years that have passed, but about the connection that still exists. The fact that you and Claire can reconnect so effortlessly, despite all the changes in your lives, is a testament of the strength of your love. What's important now is not to dwell on what ifs of the past, but to focus on the possibilities of the present. Second, Daniel, I want to highlight the value of vulnerability. Sharing your feelings with Claire, whether it's your lingering love or your fears about the future, is essential. Love requires honesty and the courage to take the risk. If you've learned anything from your years apart, it's that unspoken emotion can leave a lifetime of what could have been lingering in your heart. Don't let fear hold you back this time. Speak your truth and let her know how much she means to you. For our listeners tonight, Daniel's story reminds us of two important lessons. First, love is rarely perfect, but that doesn't mean it isn't worth pursuing. Life will throw challenges and obstacles in our way, but sometimes the most meaningful relationships are the ones we fight for. Second, don't underestimate the power of a second chance. People grow, change, and heal over time. What might not have worked before could flourish under new circumstances. Finally, Daniel, my advice to you is this. Take things one day at a time. Don't rush to recreate the past or force the future. Focus on building a relationship with Claire that's rooted in who you both are now, not who you used to be. If it's meant to be, you'll find a way to make it work together. Thank you again for sharing your story. You've reminded all of us that love has a way of finding us, even after years apart. And to anyone listening tonight whose hesitation to take a chance on love, remember this. Sometimes the timing isn't right the first time around. But maybe, just maybe, This time it will be. Warm regards, Mr. DJ. So ayan guys, that's it. That is our love story for tonight na binasa from our letter sender Daniel. So pagbigyan naman natin yung kanyang requested song para sa kanyang love story ngayong gabi. Maybe This Time by Michael Martin Murphy.